Good morning, all of you. Yesterday we were discussing about this Amazon. Uh, yeah, what I wanted to tell is just see their exposure and their presence in the various sectors. Okay, if you if I ask, can you name any other company which has uh, its presence or its involvement just like Amazon? What do you think? Who can be competitor for Amazon? See, in cloud business, Amazon has Google and Microsoft competitor. Okay, Amazon is competing with so many big players, okay, and in everything they have excelled. Okay, competition. They are giving a very good competition for all the players in all the fields. So the thing is, there are a lot of issues are there which are still at not addressed properly. So you people think in that aspect. We shall continue with the mud sort. Yeah, mud sort already you people have seen mud sort how it works. So in mud sort we have two functions. First thing is first part is you already know. This is the unsorted array, given array. It will be divided into two parts. For this process, we have one algorithm, merge sort. Okay, and there is one more algorithm, merge. So this algorithm is used to, once we split the data, these data items will be sorted and merged together using that merge algorithm. Okay. So here is a merge sort algorithm. We are trying to merge in. We are trying to do merge sort, apply merge sort on this array A, which has got n elements. So this starts with if n greater than 1. Okay, this is true. What we are doing? Copy array A to B. Are we copying the entire array? We are not copying the entire array here. What we are doing is half of the array, first half of the array, that is original array is a to n minus 1, a to n minus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so that first part of the array is copied to B. Okay, we are calling this as B. And then next part of the array is copied to C. Okay, one more array we are taking, that is C. Is it clear? So we have copied array A into first part of the array into B and second part of the array into C. And then again we are calling merge sort algorithm by passing B and by passing C. Next, what will happen? Like it's a recursive. You can observe here, it's a recursive algorithm. So what will happen when you pass it again? What will happen? What next will happen? What will happen? How it will proceed? See, first is this array is split into half. That is part A and part like B and C. For B, again I am calling merge sort. So when you call merge sort for B, what it will do is it will split this array into two parts. Okay, and then it will again split here until you get a single element. It will go on splitting the array into two parts. See here, if n greater than 1, if n greater than 1, until n greater than 1, it will continue. When n is equal to 1, it will stop here. Okay, so at the end of this algorithm, what you are going to get is you are going to get individual items. Okay, you are going to get individual items. Next task is we have to merge these items and then frame the actual array. Okay, that is next task. So first task is to divide and conquer approach itself. Divide the array into equal parts. It will go on dividing. Okay, so we are calling merge sort this split algorithm recursively, and then once it is over, we are calling merge algorithm. Okay, so merge algorithm is as follows. While calling merge, you are passing B, C, and A values. Okay, take three variables: I is equal to 0, J is equal to 0, and K is equal to 0. All these values are initialized to 0. Okay, while I less than P and J less than Q. Okay, whether this condition is true, is this condition is true while I less than P and J less than Q? Yes or no? Is this whether while condition is true in this case? See, we are at these positions. Okay, last position. Now we are calling merge algorithm. When you are calling merge algorithm, we have initialized these three variables to 0. And then while I less than P, I'm checking this condition while I less than P and J less than Q. See, this is nothing but these values. Okay. I'm calling merge for first element, first two elements. Here, P value is 1, Q value is 1. Okay, and exactly we are calling merge for these two things. So P value is 1, Q value is also 1. So this condition is true. I value is 0, J value is also 0, less than condition is true. If P of I less than or equal to C of J. Again, B of I. See, this is array B and this is C. B of I, B of 0 is only one element is there. B of I less than or equal to C of J. So this condition is not true. In our case, this is not true. So this condition is not true in our case. What is there in the else part? In the else part, what is there? A of K is equal to C of J. A of K is the final array. What you are storing? We are storing C of J because C of J is less than B of I. So we are making that as the first element. Next, what you are doing? J is equal to J plus 1, K is equal to K plus 1. And then if P is equal, if I is equal to P, here I value is here I value is 0. This condition is not true. Else, see, if this is not true, then this will come to this part. What you are doing here? Copy B of 0. Here I value is 0. P of 0 to A of K. A of K is incremented already. So what you are copying? We are copying. First, we have written this 5 into A of 0. And this next we will write this 7 into A of K. Okay. So that is for merge for here. Okay, these two elements we have merged. Then we are going to merge these two things and we'll add it to array A. Okay, just like this. See, merge will occur in this order. First, we have merged these two things. While merging that, what it has done, it will check which one is greater than which. So 5 is less than 7. First 5 will come, next 7. Then these two things will merge. We have created this array. So now this is B, array B, and this is C. Again, we have to merge these two things. While merging, what we will check, I will compare this element with this element. So which one is lesser? 2 is lesser. Then I will add 2. Next, we are going to compare and then finally we'll start appending everything to array A. First, I will do this side and then same will be repeated here. So finally, these things will be appended to the final array A. Okay, while merging itself, it will compare. When I am merging these two arrays, it will compare the elements one by one, and whichever is lesser, it will go on substituting it to the main array. Is it clear? So this is merge sort. Anyhow, we have lab program also on this merge sort. There, with example program while tracing itself, I will show you how exactly elements will be replaced one after another. Okay, same algorithm. We are going to write the program for the same algorithm in the lab. While doing that, already you know the working of merge sort. But these things, array elements, how copy happens one by one, how it will do the comparison, that you can see, you'll understand it better when we are doing the lab program. Is it clear? So this is a merge sort. This is merge algorithm, and this is a split algorithm. Okay, first it will go on dividing the elements until single element remains, and then we'll start comparing, combining the elements while doing the comparison. So if I ask you to do the analysis, here how you'll write, how we are going to write the, how many, what is the time complexity, total time it will consume. Okay, one more example is there. Array elements, 7 elements are there. Okay, since 7 elements are there, first 4 elements and 3 elements, it will go on splitting until it reaches individual element, and then it will start combining, and finally you'll arrive at the final sorted array. Okay, once we start merging, we'll arrive at the final sorted array. Is it clear? So this is merge sort. Yeah, analysis. Okay, let T of n be the total time taken by the merge sort algorithm. See, sorting two hops. First thing is we will divide this array into 2 by n by 2. So T of n by 2 plus T of n by 2 is nothing but 2 into T of n by 2. Okay, sorting two hops will take at most 2 into n by 2 number of times. Okay, that is to split the array. To split, we need a time of 2 into t to the power t 2 into t of n by 2. Okay, that is the time required. When we merge the sorted list, okay, how many number of comparisons will it take? See, it will take n minus 1 comparisons. You can see here 7 elements are there. It will take 6 comparison, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. That is n minus 1 comparison. And the thing is, usually we'll, so this is the total time that will be consumed by our algorithm. T of n is equal to 2 into T of n by 2 plus n minus 1. For our analysis, we'll neglect this minus 1 term. We'll assume that merge process will take n number of times itself. Okay, because that minus 1 is negligible, so for that reason we are going to leave it. So this is the T of n is equal to 2 of 2t into n by 2 plus n, and then we have to solve this using the substitution method. Algorithm will stop when n is equal to 1. Okay, when n is equal to 1, T of 1 is equal to 1. So T of n is equal to 2t of n by 2 plus n greater than 1. Already we have solved the same example. Okay, T of n is equal to 2t of n by 2 plus n, which is nothing but substitution method. It will become 2 of 2t n by 2 whole square plus n by 2 plus n, which is nothing but 2 square T of n by 2 square plus n plus n. It will be 2 cube. So it will continue like that, which is nothing but you can write it as 2 to the power of k T of n divided by 2 to the power of k plus kn. So next we have to solve for k. We know that this will lead n is equal. Finally, n by 2 will lead to 1. Okay. So n by 2 to the power of k is equal to 1, where n is equal to 2 to the power of k. Apply log on both sides. Log n is equal to log 2 to the power of k, which is equal to k is equal to log n. Okay, k is equal to log n. Replace it here. So 2 to the power of log n t n divided by 2 to the power of log n plus n log n. Okay, so this cancels, get cancelled, which is nothing but n into t to the power of n divided by n, which is nothing but 1. Okay, n into t of 1 is nothing but 1. So n plus n log n plus n log n, which is nothing but, which is equal to big O of n log n. T of n is equal to big O of n log n. Is it clear? So this is the formula, complexity of Mercer algorithm. See, my question is is it best case or worst case or average case analysis? What case analysis it is? Do we have separate cases in case of, we got the big O of n log n? Is whether other cases are there for merge sort algorithm? Do you have how you can say this is worst case or best case? Okay, if my input array is already sorted, what do you think, whether it will be a best case? See, I will give an input as a sorted array. Okay, sorted array I will give as input, and will ask you to sort it using merge sort. What do you think, whether it will lead to the best case? Sorted array. See, if you sort the already sorted array, will it be a worst case or best case? Array is already in the ascending order, increasing order, and the same array I will ask you to sort again. So will it be best case or worst case? What case it will be? Similarly, if the array is in descending order, and if I ask you to sort in ascending order using merge sort, the input array is in decreasing order, output array we must sort it in the ascending order. So in this case, what in this situation, what case it will lead into? So time complexity, what do you think? It has got and third case is array elements are random. It is not in the increasing order or in the decreasing order, and then you will apply merge sort. If that is the situation, what will happen? See, one thing is already sorted array. Next thing is array sorted in the reverse order. Next thing is random elements. So 3 different cases are possible. For all these 3 cases, whether time complexity varies, or we'll get only one time complexity. See, the thing is merge, whether array is sorted or not, whether array is in the reverse order, what our algorithm will does, the thing is algorithm will not check for the input array, how it is, how elements are present. As and when you give the input, n number of elements you give as input, immediately what it will do, it will divide those elements into 2 arrays. It will start dividing the elements irrespective of what values are present. Okay, it will divide all the elements. It will start dividing the elements, and then it will start merging the elements. Right? So it will go through all the steps in the algorithm. But yes or no? Am I correct? That is how it works. Whether it will go through all the elements, all the instructions in the algorithm, or whether it will make any changes later. During merge process, can we save any time? See, during merge process also it will compare the elements. Okay, there also number of comparisons will not come down. So whether array has got random elements or array has got elements in the order or in the reverse order, whatever is the combination, it will take same number of complexities. So complexity will not change. Okay, complexity is n log n itself for best case, worst case, and random input. These three are the possible cases, but for all these three kinds of input, output is time complexity is n log n itself. Do you agree? Whether it will be n log n itself. See, the thing is, this program is there in the lab. Okay, can we test that in the lab? How many of you will say that time taken will be same for all three cases, or time taken will differ? See, you have to give one answer. Okay, either it will be same, time taken will be same, or it will be different. So, what do you think? Because we can test it practically. See, when we are doing the program in Java, we can measure the time. Okay, for particular part of the code, we can measure the time. Obviously, we can try for these three inputs. Okay, these three different kinds of input, and we shall see whether time taken will be different or whether it will be same. If possible, you also try to find out, not programmatically. Okay, you just see the code and try to find out time taken, whether it will be same or different. Okay, let's see. Anyhow, when we are doing the lab program, we shall see how time will vary with the input. Okay, and okay, one more question is, if I increase for more number of n values, whether it will vary or it will be same. N log n is the complexity. Okay, I have n is a very huge value, and these three situation. Okay, we shall check this one. Okay, do remind me while doing the lab program. For these three different inputs with varying conditions, we shall check in the lab, and there we can say whether complexity, whatever logic is followed in complexity, whether we can adhere to it or not. Okay, whatever we are getting n log n and all, whether practically also it remains same or not, we can check that in the lab itself. Okay. See, that I was talking about leaderboard, right, in the website. So what is that leaderboard is nothing but whoever is actively participating in the class and assignments, your timings, based on all these, you will get the rating. Top 5 students rating I will do. Each and everything is recorded. Okay, your reply, your response, your timings, assignments. So whenever I say ask something to do, or ask you to submit something, take it seriously. Okay, it's like, as I said, it need not have to reflect only in the marks. A lot of other things will be there. So be attentive in all the things. Okay. Quicksort, anyhow, tomorrow we shall see the Quicksort algorithm. I have network issues, so I will stop here only. Tomorrow we shall see Quicksort algorithm. And this algorithm, again, while doing the lab program in detail, we shall see it step by step, solve it step by step. Okay, while doing the lab program, because I will explain each and every instruction, flow of the program also I will explain. But just this much you should have in mind what happens in Mercer. In the first phase, what will happen? In the second phase, what will happen? Okay, split and merge part you should remember. In the exam also, they will ask this, ask you to write the algorithm and derive this time complexity for merge part. Okay, and theoretically, for all the three cases, its complexity is same n log n itself. There is no variation in that. Okay. So in the next class, we shall see quick sort. Okay. Anyhow, these things quick sort also again lab program also. While doing that, we will discuss the algorithm first, and then we shall do the program. Okay. Quickly mark the attendance, all of you.